My husband's friend is a secret woman hater and wanted to put me down by demanding I personally cook him food because I refused to eat their leftovers. So, I, 24F, got off work a bit ago. My husband, 24M, had some friends over playing card games for the evening, and I knew that before I got home. I came home and saw they had ordered pizza, but I don't overly like that pizza brand, as Domino's is nasty, in my opinion, so I said hi to everyone and started making frozen ramen. Now, my frozen ramen is from a local place and is delicious and not very cheap, but it's my favorite lazy meal. So, I was standing at the stove making my ramen, and one of my husband's friends, who I'll refer to as Brian, started saying it smelled good. I replied that yes, it is delicious and he should try them out sometime, but they are pricey, like about 16 Canadian dollars each. As it kept cooking, he just kept saying things like, "Man, that smells good," and "I'd really like some ramen right now," and such. I eventually told him that they run a special, buy 10 get 1 free, and like I said, they are fancy ramen and very filling. He then said, "Oh, so you have more? Could you cook me one?" Honestly, I was put off by that. I had just worked for 8 hours, and I had told him they aren't cheap. I said, "Well, no, they are kind of my thing. I really recommend trying them out though." He clearly got a bit angry and had stopped their game at this point. He said, "Well, it's kind of unfair you are making one for yourself then, not making one for a guest. You should have just had pizza." To be fair, at this point, my husband and the other guys stepped in and told Brian to chill out. My husband also told Brian that it was my food and I don't like the pizza. It was pretty awkward, and once my ramen was heated, I took it to my desk in the other room to eat. I was admittedly eavesdropping, and I heard Brian leave shortly after I came to my desk. I'm really wondering if I should have just made him ramen because I feel the atmosphere of my husband's group might be ruined because of me. Would you have made food for a guest in this situation if you were in my shoes? Editor's note, Op said the ramen is something like spicy broth, handmade noodles, bean sprouts, green onion, mushrooms, and a protein. Mini update. The rest of the friends left, and my husband came to talk to me. He apologized for Brian's behavior and explained that after I left, he asked Brian what his problem was. Brian said, "Whatever, let's get back to the game." They all sat in discomfort for about 5 minutes, then Brian just got up and left. The rest of the gang finished the game, and then they went home. According to my husband, the group agreed that Brian was acting weird and rude. One of the guys volunteered to check on him tomorrow and tell him to apologize to us, so I'll update on that tomorrow, I guess. Update 1. Hi all, I was very overwhelmed with the responses to the post. I was honestly just working myself up last night and needed to vent somewhere. I didn't really expect such a response. Thank you all for your judgments, it was helpful. Anyways, to the update, sorry it took the whole day, a lot happened. The other friend who went to check on Brian, who I'll refer to as Sam, tried calling him in the morning and didn't get a reply. Eventually, Sam went to Brian's place and asked to talk. Sam said it basically went down as him saying, "You were being weird as hell with Op, what was that? I just didn't want Domino's, and you guys didn't listen to me. I just wanted other food." Sam and my husband also say that when the group was discussing food and one of them said to just get Domino's, Brian didn't voice any objection. Sam then told him along the lines of, "Okay, well, you need to apologize to Op and her husband." Brian then said, "Yeah, I'll apologize to husband's name." Most of you readers will pick up on what Sam picked up on. Brian didn't want to apologize to me. Sam told him he mostly needed to apologize to me and that it was me he spoke to and me he was rude to. Brian then told him he'll think about it and asked Sam to leave. Sam then came over and told us about the conversation, and I started writing the update for you guys. As I started writing, Brian called my husband. He was talking very rapidly, and I could hear him from almost a room away. "Yeah, I'm sorry for last night. I don't think I want to attend game nights at your house, though. I don't get along with her." My husband started getting kind of heated at that point because Brian was talking very rapidly, almost like in a panic. The argument kind of dissolved into a lot of what the comments brought up. My husband asked him what his problem was, if he was just that misogynistic, why was he acting this way, and such. My husband said that Brian didn't really make sense during the talk, making weird comments about the significant others of some of the other guys, talking about the guys not sharing their time, and they, I assume he was talking about me and other partners, always ruin the energy, and how he can never enjoy the time with everyone. My husband was a bit too angry to ask more and just told him to get himself sorted out and not to come over again. The other guys are more concerned and think Brian is having a manic episode or is getting into Andrew Tate, as Brian is the last single one of the group. My husband kind of doesn't care, though, and told them to not involve him in Brian's issues. For me, I kind of don't know what to make of it. I feel bad for my husband because he is very stressed after it all. This isn't his only friend group, but he has known these guys for many years. I think most commenters clocked it correctly, he is misogynistic and was just angry at my existence. I doubt there will be another update, as my husband wants to step away from the whole thing for now. So thank you all again, and have a good night. Up in the comments. Hi, up here. As of now, there isn't an update. I also kind of hope there won't be. The friend group tried to get husband involved in whatever intervention they planned for Brian, but he said he didn't want to be involved. They respected that and haven't told him further updates. They still play video games together, but husband is mostly hanging out with other friends for now.